Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to use query selector and query selector all. What is the difference between them? So let's see. So let's see what is the query selector. Query selector is the way to select elements from the HTML. But if you are using query selector, it will pick only the first found element of that selector, which match with that selector. If there is any, there is four alive, and if you are using query selector, you will and space li, then it will find first element because it is the first element which is matching with this selector. But if you are using query selector all, then it will return all the element matching with that selector. If we check here document dot query selector, if I'm using here li only, then it will return only first element, that is li one. You can check here, it has written first one only. But if we are using query selector all, it will return all four element which is matching with the selector. So this is the main difference. The query selector returns only one child, only one element, but query selector all returns all the elements matching with that selector. Now let's see how to use map or for each on query selector all to modify anything or to update a DOM element. So if we check, let's say I want to add the class, any class on these li elements. So for that we how to use the for each or map. Let's see here. Let's take an example. Let I want to add class, and basically I want to add animation. So after 1 second the class will be active here, and then after one class, active class will be shift to the second element, then third element, then fourth element, and it will be looping. So for that, what you will do, let's say first list this, let's store all the elements in the list variable. So here I will use document dot query selector all, and here I will do li. Now on list I will use for each, and here first element, here three parameters we get here. First one is element, and second one is index, and third one is the list array, this list array. But these two are optional, so you can ignore them. And here we'll have pass a callback. Let's say I want to do like el.class list dot date. If I am using this type, then what will do, what will happen, let's say I want to add class active, then this class active will be added on all these four elements. If we check here, you can see the all element have the active class. But what I want to do is, for the first time, the active class will be added on the first child, and then second child, the third child, and then fourth child, and then it will be looping throughout the four elements one by one. So let's see how to achieve that. And this logic is basically used when you are adding an animation. Like first, you want to open the light. Let's say you have like there is a drop down. You can use in drop down or accordion. You can use an accordion as well. So let's see how to add active class one by one. So for that, what I will do, first I have added. Okay, so First, we have to take any condition like a case. Let's say I want to add a slide out animation here. First, let's get style this. For this, for example, I want to just add height 2 pixel, also pixel, and with 100%. And let's give background red and margin bottom 10 pixel. So what will happen? This will look like this. Let's reduce the height to 100 pixel. Now what I want to do, first it will be like height will be initially height will be 50, but when the active class is added, it height will switch to the 100 pixel. For that, what I will do, let's say initially its height will be 50, but as the I have active class, its height will switch to the 100 pixel. So currently its height have had 100 pixel because it have active class, but let's say this will we don't need active class, right? And let's say when it have an active class, I want to add style on that, and let's add some animation here also. Animate with height. I will change 1 years linear. Okay. Height change. Let's define this animation either keyframes. Height change. And what I will do on 0% height will be let's say 50 pixel, but on the 100% its height will be 100 pixel each. And for that you can ignore this. I just want to add the animation on active class. Okay, so here we have an animation event listener, and based on that we can switch the classes to the different element. So for that, what you will do, um, for that, and here I will just add event listener, and here we have an event listener animation end, and here we have all the. Now I want to do. Now when the animation ends, I want to just remove this class list active from this element. I have to remove the active class from this and then add the active class to the its next element. En dot next element sibling. Let's say if it's have next element sibling, if it's have next element sibling, then we have to add active class on this. Otherwise, we have to move to the first element. Else we have to add this on the first element. Okay. Now let's see what is happening here. You can see one by one the class is switching between the classes, between the elements. And let's add the transition here so that we can see the smooth changes here. For that, let's add the transition over 0.3s. Now we can see the smoothness here. So you can check the class is switching from active after the animation ends. The class is being navigated to the other element and it's looping one by one. On reaching of the last element, when the animation completed, it is seeking for the first element and then it is adding class active on the first element and the second element, the third element, and next to next. And when it finds it is the last element, it switches to the first element to add active class. So let's recap once how to use query selector and query selector all. Query selector is used only for the first child to find only first child, first matching element, and query selector all is used to get all the element matching with that selector. And here I have taken one example to show an animation. So for that I have just get all the element of alive, and then I am adding animation on when it has active class. So by default I have added one active class so that I can watch when animation is being ended on the first element, and when animation is being ended at first I am seeking for the next element to add so that I can move this class from here and add the class on the next element. For that I am seeking here, let's say on this I am using the animation end event listener, and when the animation is about to end it is removing the active class from the current element, and it is checking if it has the next element. It is checking if it is had next element. If it is had next element, then it is adding active class on the next element. Otherwise it is adding active class on the first element, right? So in this way you can use query selector and query selector all to do DOM manipulation. So hope you understand. If you have any question you can comment, and I will try to reply that for sure. Thanks for watching.